Our planet is home to breathtaking geologic wonders that tell the story of Earth's ancient past. But how did these incredible places form? In this video, we're going to visit 5 of the most incredible geological wonders that must be visited. The Grand Canyon, formed by the destructive forces of rivers. The wonder that is Mount Everest, formed by continental collisions. The volcanic Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. The salt flats in Bolivia. And a surprise contender showing how flash floods can cause immense features. Stick around to the end to see this one. Join me as we journey across the globe to uncover the secrets of these geologic marvels. The Grand Canyon, located in Arizona, USA, is one of the best examples of how erosion can shape our planet on incredible scales. The canyon itself is 277 miles long, 18 miles wide, and can get to depths of over a mile. It is a unique location and one which should be visited by anyone who gets the chance. The canyon formed by a mixture of uplift and erosion from the Colorado River. The Colorado Plateau has slowly been uplifted over millennia, whilst the Colorado River has been eroding its way downwards, trying to reach equilibrium, which is when the channel characteristics create enough flow to transport sediment, but when no further erosion can take place. Due to the downcutting of the river, vast amounts of the geological record are exposed at the surface to be logged and studied by scientists and geologists. Nearly 2 billion years worth of the rock record is visible from the surface. The oldest rocks in the canyon, and also some of the oldest rocks exposed on the Earth's surface, are the Vishnu basement rocks, a mixture of metamorphic and igneous rocks. These rocks are between 1.4 and 1.8 billion years old, and represent a time when continents were colliding and great mountain ranges were forming, with massive volcanoes and peaks as high as today's Rocky Mountains. If this time period does tickle your fancy, you can watch my other video on Earth Before Life after you've watched this one. The youngest rocks in the sequence are 270 million years old, deposited over a billion years after the oldest, but still before the age of the dinosaurs. These sandy limestones were deposited in a warm, shallow sea. The Grand Canyon is a must-visit UNESCO World Heritage Site, and I would add it to any bucket list you may be creating. If you want to learn more about the Grand Canyon, you can watch my video on its formation here. The National Park Service also has some great articles and some advice on where to visit on their website. Mount Everest is the highest mountain above sea level. The mountain attracts a multitude of climbers every year, despite the ever-present danger. To date, 340 people have died attempting to summit the mountain, with 200 bodies still remaining on the peak. Everest is located on the Nepal-China border, with the actual border running through its summit, making it the highest border in the world at 8,848.86 metres above sea level. Everest formed as part of the Himalayan mountain range, located between India and China. This range formed when the Indian subcontinent moved northwards and crashing into the Eurasian continental plate. This crumpled the plates together and formed a mountain range. The geology of Everest also points to its geological history. Can you believe this colossal peak was once part of the ocean floor? The summit of Mount Everest is formed of Ordovician limestones, with fragmented remains of trilobites, crinoids, and ostracods. During the collision of India and Asia, the rocks within the sea were thrust up and over, building the mountains we see today. Mount Everest has been included on the International Union of Geological Sciences list of 100 geological heritage sites, due to being the highest rocks on the planet containing fossils. Do you think you could ever climb Mount Everest? It is certainly a place to add to the bucket list. The Giant's Causeway is a series of hexagonal columns formed of basalt. The site lies at the foot of basaltic cliffs along the coast of Northern Ireland. It is made of over 40,000 massive basaltic columns sticking out above the sea's surface. Geological studies identified that these columns formed 50 to 60 million years ago, as Europe was being ripped away from North America. This dramatic event caused the volcanic activity. The magma and lava cooled rapidly in these hexagonal shapes. Legend has it that an Irish giant named Finn McCool created the causeway to cross the sea to fight his rival, a Scottish giant. It is suggested that the Scottish giant ripped up the causeway as he fled, explaining the erosion. In reality, rivers exposed the causeway we see today. The site was declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1986. It is a must-visit place for any aspiring geologists. Does it look man-made to you? Get in the comments your theory of how it formed. Nature never ceases to amaze. These salt flats are one of the most remarkable places on Earth, stretching more than 4,050 square miles. It is the world's largest salt flat and formed from the evaporation of an ancient lake. At certain times of the year, local lakes overflow and a thin layer of water sits on the salt, resulting in a stunning reflection of the sky. These flats are a lucrative place to extract salt and lithium for the world's batteries and electric cars. The area contains up to 70% of the world's lithium supplies. In addition to this, the area is brilliant for stargazing, photography, and even testing how fast cars can go. More than enough salt for your fish and chips. Located on the south shore of Lake Powell, these sandstone formations within Antelope Canyon display a wide range of colours due to weathering and the presence of certain minerals, including quartz and iron oxides. Rainwater, often in the form of flash floods, has cut narrow passageways and corridors into the rock, creating almost wave-like structures. Thousands of years' worth of erosion in the Navajo sandstone is displayed in the smooth and flowing wall. This sandstone was deposited in an arid environment on the western portion of the Pangaea supercontinent. The canyon is located on the Navajo tribal lands, and visitors are required to have a tour guide in order to visit. The canyon is 30 miles long and is a breathtaking wonder. These natural wonders emphasize the Earth's dynamic and powerful processes. I encourage you to appreciate the beauty and look into the science behind the formations of these natural wonders. Which of these geological wonders would you visit first, or did I miss one of your favourites? Comment below and let me know.